Hello, I'm Bishop William Medley of the Diocese of Owensboro and welcome you to another edition of Across the Diocese. Today we're on location at St. Peter and Paul Church and School in Hopkinsville, and I'm joined by Miss Sarah Krantz, who is the principal of St. Peter and Paul, and Father Richard Meredith, who is the pastor of St. Peter and Paul. So some exciting things are happening at St. Peter and Paul right now. Right outside this office, could you fill us in?
Right outside this office, you will see a new building. We did the groundbreaking last May, and we expect to have the keys to the new building July 1st. So they are right on schedule right now. It will house students in grades 3 through 8. And we'll also have the science lab over there. So we are really excited.
Outside of school hours, it will also be a parish facility. The cafeteria hall will be also the parish hall. And we hope to use it for various ministries, religious education. It'll have many uses.
Okay. Tell me something of the history of St. Peter and Paul. How long have you all been around?
St. Peter and Paul actually started with the Dominican sisters in what was their convent in 1947, and then Bishop Cotton helped build the school in 1952, our current building.
How many students are enrolled at St. Peter and Paul right now?
We currently have 155.
155, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I would assume in a town like Hopkinsville and a parish like St. Peter and Paul, you have some second or even third generation students?
Well, one of the funniest things that happened was a couple of years ago, a student wrote that he was glad to be at St. Peter and Paul because I taught his grandmother at St. Peter and Paul.
Okay.
The first go-round when I was teaching, and now he's here. But we do have second and third generations, yes.
Okay.
Of course, we also have military families with children here, and they come and go with some frequency. Some go and come back, even.
Yes.
And there are a number of children from non-Catholic families here as well. And we've had Hindu children here as well.
Okay.
Respectful of different religions, faiths, Christian faiths, but becoming very familiar with what the Catholic Church is and stands for.
And I noticed, I think it was the second grade that I just visited, at least 4 little boys and girls are Hispanic and speak Spanish.
Yes.
We have a cultural diversity here. We have several Vietnamese students, and we have some from South America. And so we have a diverse group of students, and of course with our military, we're just one big family.
You mentioned that this new building would house the 3rd through 8th grade. You just leaving the little kids out in the rain, or?
We are not going to leave them in the rain. We are going to call that basically a primary center. The current building will house students in preschool through 2. And it will also house our specials. We'll still have art, music, library, and computer over there. So students from the new building will come over to the old building every day.
And St. Peter and Paul is the only Catholic school in Christian County.
It
correct?
is.
Yeah,
It
right.
is.
Okay. And I have heard in the past that when children have passed through St. Peter and Paul and arrive at the public high school and join with students from all over the county, they make quite a mark.
They do make quite a mark. We have students who, actually one student who graduated 4 years ago, he had a perfect score on the ACT. And we were very proud of George
That's
for
quite
that.
rare.
George.
Yes.
And then we have students who have left us and gone as a sophomore to Gatton Academy at Western and Bowling Green. So our students always do very well when they leave here. Actually, our other schools want our students because they know how to study, they're disciplined, and they are usually ahead of the game, to be perfectly honest.
What else you want us to know about St. Peter and Paul School?
St. Peter and Paul is just, it's strong in its Catholic identity. I think that's the number one thing that people will see when they walk into our school. The faith is there. The teachers want to instill faith throughout the curriculum. You know, it's not just taught through religion, it's through everything they do, and I think that's so important. And these children are joyful children. That's the way I find them every day. You know, when I stand outside and greet them. They all respond hello to me and good morning, and I think they're happy students, and that's what I like to see is a happy student.
Okay, well, thank you all.
Thank you,
Some
Bishop
great things
Medley.
going on here and greater things to come.
Put the August solar eclipse on your calendar.
Okay, because Hopkinsville's the epicenter of this,
Yes.
right?
I think is it August 5th when we have the big
Yes.
dedication of the new facility? On August 20th, the director of the Vatican Observatory will be here, Brother Guy Consolmagno, S.J., and he will give a public presentation Sunday evening on faith, science, and the Vatican Observatory.
Terrific.
And
And
then
then-
be here for the eclipse
And then he'll also be visiting and doing things with the students
the Friday
the
before.
Friday before the
Okay.
eclipse.
And this eclipse, it seriously is going to be observed in Hopkinsville
Yes.
more prominently than any place in the
Yes,
world, right?
yes.
Hopkinsville and Northwest Christian County.
Okay.
Yes.
It's the point of totality.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you all very much.
Thank you,
you.
Bishop Medley.
Yes.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.